I got to a point where I didn't have a lot of self-confidence. You know, you're unemployed, you have 2 children, you're, you know, kind of feeling bad about the fact that you have no way to support them. And you start thinking, you know, this is all I have. You get comfortable, you get in this little circle, and you don't want to come out of it. And I had the people there when I started to say, hey, you know, you can do this, you can move forward, you can get these skills, and you can be successful.
I just knew dedication counted for something. So when my caseworker had mentioned to me about this EARN program, and I went into it during the time, I didn't know what I was going to get out of it. I was just going with the flow because I was willing to take anything that would help me get back on my feet.
My desire for people going through the EARN program is really for their passion to ignite, for them to realize that they have positive, healthy futures, and that they really have the keys to success within them. And really, we're just here to help draw that out and then provide the tools necessary to succeed.
EARN was something to help us during that hard time in life, to just get us back out there. It was like our support, you know, our support system, something that could help us just get back out into the workforce.
I was able to get more in touch with what I really wanted to do and find more of the desires. I think that the medical program was I know this is a need in the community, I know that this is something that people are looking for, and it pays well, so I wouldn't ever be hurting, but it wasn't truly where I wanted to be, and so I was able to discover the strengths that I had in myself and have someone there to kind of support me and say, hey, yeah, you're really good at this, and kind of push me forward and not let me fall back.
And giving them that strength to say, hey, it's okay, you can come out of your shell now. The best part of that is to watch the real them come through. They gain that confidence, and watching that confidence in themselves can sometimes bring tears to my eyes.
Our goal is self-sufficiency for customers, and so we help them have the tools that they need, that beyond our program, they'll know how to navigate themselves through community resources so that they can continue their pathway beyond the lifespan of our program.
You know, it's a jobs training program, and you don't get a lot of the details, but it's so much more than that. There's just so much more that you get into. You know, you might be going in for office skills training, but you come out with office skills and a resume and self-confidence that you didn't have before, and the commitment and the motivation to do something different if you take full advantage of the program, and then you have people behind you and supporting you to do that.
People working in the EARN program already have ideas of, this person would be good for this position, and this person would be great for this, and they look at your highlights and strengths that you have and help place you in those positions.
There was a lot of that, you know, oh, you're doing this, so why don't we look at this, and just kind of encouraging. And there was never a time when it was, well, you don't have the skills to do that. And there was no negative talk. It was always positive, uplifting, motivation.
It made you feel good to get up and be there every day. I think having that kind of atmosphere there, feeling welcome and everybody's there, everybody's equal, was really important, and it made you feel motivated.
It was one of those experiences where I got to that point where I almost didn't want to leave because it felt like home. You know, I was so comfortable with the people that I was around. I didn't feel judged or like I couldn't do anything. I always felt like there was always something for me to do. And it was an experience I wouldn't change for the world.
At that point in my life, had they not taken the chance to interview me, I don't think I would be a successful person right now. I'd probably still be on self-sufficiency. Hey, if I can do it, so can they. So they have that opportunity just like I did. I'm not ashamed of where I came from. And I think sharing that and being realistic about it gives them something to strive for in the future.
EARN referred me to be a support trainer that I had no idea what I was getting into until I got into the group homes, and I was able to witness and do the works of what a support trainer does. And it's very, could be very challenging, but very rewarding at the same time.
Because of the motivation and the skills that I'd learned, the medical billing, the terminology, I was able to get a position in the housing department, and I worked there for a year. And when the positions came back up again, I applied, and I was able to work with them until actually last year, and then I'm in tech support now. So one of the great things about technology is that it's always changing. You can never know everything about it because it's always going to be different. You know, there may be software that comes in and out, but there's always something new to replace it, something new to learn. And for me, that's just, it's exciting. You don't know where it's going to go. And having the opportunity to work with people and not just help one section, but to help the whole organization, just a fun thing for me. So it's just kind of this building process. You know, I started out with no experience. The only experience I had before EARN was working at Walmart, McDonald's, and Cold Stone Creamery. That's it.
Working with the people through the EARN program have been incredible. They are diligent, specific to our needs, very responsive within minutes, and can always help us either find other information so that we can help the individual grow, or possibly help find an employer for that individual. One of the first individuals that came to us looking for further education has been one of our top performers. After approximately 3 months in the program, we hired her as a full-time employee. She's very responsive to direction. She has self-confidence. She shows up every day, every shift. She'll show up extra shifts if asked, and she has a wonderful attitude.
The thing that makes me most proud is to see them overcome the barriers and the challenges that they face. I know firsthand, having been someone in their shoes 20 years ago, how difficult some of those challenges can be, but also the amazing triumph that you feel when you overcome the barriers that you face.
The EARN program opened up the opportunities by giving me the training I needed to be successful, helping me identify the strengths I already had, and encouraging me and supporting me to continue to move forward and try to focus on those goals.
When we all crossed paths, when we met at EARN, we were all inspirational to each other. You know, we all learn from each other. We share stories, you know, like what we were going through at the time, and motivating each other, like, you could do it, and move on.
It's made me realize that had it not been for the program, I wouldn't be here. I mean, it's just that simple and straightforward.